Hi, Andy. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank
So
you.
I'm really excited to welcome the Mobile Room as the latest venue on Secret Spaces. To tell me all about the Mobile Room, what it is, and how you got the idea, because I think it's amazing.
Yeah, subset of an idea from a business cafe I was thinking about, which I wrote a white paper on. And I was going to do that as a business project, and then I thought maybe there's a different way. So I bought a 1974 Airstream to create a mobile business meeting room, but also uh, handy for weddings and venues and all sorts of things. Um, so it's a kind of a evolution of thoughts.
And so,
Um,
for those
Got it.
people who don't know, what is an Airstream? I mean, I think they're beautiful and iconic, but
Yeah.
for those who
So
don't,
yeah, it's some people know, some people don't. So there's a guy called Willie Byam that came up with the idea in 1930s, and he created trailers essentially that people copied, and those copies never survived particularly well. And so after the war, the only ones left were the Airstreams, so they're aluminium trailers. The one I've got is 1974, which is the perfect size because it's bigger and robust than pre-70s and post-70s. Um, so it's basically an aluminium trailer, but it's been a six-figure project to kit it out to this level, and we can wheel it anywhere to anybody to hire and enjoy. And it's an amazing space. The you can probably see that sofa behind me.
yes,
That cost £8,000, just that alone.
wow.
Yep, it's completely custom made. Everything is. It's um, it's an incredible thing. And we spent, what did we, just trying to think now, I think it was about, yeah, I think it was about 18 months to renovate it. So the original Airstream we got had all the bits and pieces in it, which had to be stripped out. There was a bit of chassis change, and then it was all built back up again. Um, Polishing it was thousands. It's like the idea behind this thing is it's like super high quality. So the moment you touch it, feel it, get in it, you just go wow. So I've probably had. I mean, it's been a bit difficult, obviously, recently with the current situation,
Sure.
COVID-19, and having a meeting room. But I have had a few people just walk in and go, "Oh wow, is what have you done here, Andy?" And so it's a meeting room. It's a meeting room in an aluminium structure, but it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, and if I don't get a wow, I go, why is there no wow? But it never happens.
Yeah, so the no, that side. The outside image of it is just here to my left.
Yeah.
And so it is a pretty special thing. I'm sure it must turn heads as you're towing it to various locations.
Yeah, we so I get my lovely friend to drive it. It's called Lindsay, and he he's expert in driving it. So he drives it with a Ford Ranger. Can take it anywhere, and he essentially enables it to go down the road, which I don't think I can. I'm rubbish at it. I can't reverse it. I can't do anything with it. It's quite complex, but he knows how to do it. But it does get a few. Yeah, it does get a few head turns. Yeah, it's an interesting thing because you see Airstreams. What I think I've seen two or three in my life in the UK.
Yes, they're very rare for sure. So
Yeah,
I know you've fully kitted it out, so it's got everything that anybody could want in terms of holding a meeting within it. And as you've mentioned,
yep,
it's because it's mobile, you can take it pretty much anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But as it's such an iconic design, I guess it also has other applications as well. So, you know, for potentially private parties, small private parties, and perhaps even as a backdrop or for film shoots and things. Have you are you exploring those ideas?
Yeah, we are. We've got tons of ideas. I mean, basically, the facilities are fridge, obviously, sockets for 14 people, USB chargers, Wi-Fi, Mi-Fi. List goes on.
So you've really thought of everything that somebody could want from a business meeting perspective.
Yes, because so I'm looking, because I'm a business person, so I'm thinking, what would I want? What would I want if this thing turned up for me?
Sure.
So it's got everything, absolutely everything you can imagine. So I mean, the just behind me, even though you can't see it, there's a monitor that comes up out of the table with a remote control, and you can connect your laptops to it.
Right.
That's just an example. Yeah, and also the lighting, any color, any shade. You can have it super corporate, so it's just white, or you can have it pink, as per that.
Yeah.
Or anything else on the color front. It's also underlit. So underneath the Airstream is downlights. Yeah, I could keep going on. I mean, it's got absolutely everything you want for either a wedding or a business meeting. So it's kind of covers a lot. Hopefully, that's what we tried to do anyway.
And so, obviously, the you've launched, so to speak, during the last couple of months, which has been challenging for any for all event venues. And so, have you been focused on kind of looking at the future and starting to build awareness?
Yeah, I mean, hence this conversation and social media. It was just really unfortunate timing with the launch. I mean, it was I think almost the day that we said, right, let's get it going now. It's all done, ready to go. And then it was lockdown. So sadly, it's slightly delayed, but that, you know, still happened. So
sure.
I'm looking forward to that. And it's, I feel very positive about it because we've had so much amazing reaction to it. You know, it's just been fantastic. It's just awkward timing, but that will correct. You know, so what's the date today? It's the 22nd of July 2020.
Yeah.
And I believe give it a few months, we'll be back to where we should have been.
Well, I think we all hope that within the event and meeting space. But I guess at the moment, providing you've got an area big enough, you could be using it for a family, you know, a single household gathering where social distancing isn't required. So it would be a great place, for example, to have a 50th birthday dinner, just because it's a cool environment in which to have it.
Well, sadly, I'm after the 50th birthday celebration stage, being 52. Well, one thing we thought about was private dining.
Sure. Yeah.
Because it's you know, perfect for that. You know, with people that you don't need to self-isolate from and etc. Yeah. So we've got, oh crikey, we've got such a list of ideas. It's just we want to, I suppose, at the moment, just kind of get those ideas out there and see what works.
And make people aware that it exists. And I'm sure people will come up with their own ideas of kind of how and where they would like to have this.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, Susan, because I think one of the things we have discussed extensively is we don't know exactly, to be absolutely honest, how it will be used because it's so unique. There's nothing else like it. So we need to test the waters. And so if somebody came to us and said, we want to use it for this, say, say, Cheltenham races, which we live just around the corner from, yeah. And they want to wheel it out to have a meeting in there or use it for some other purpose. That's great, but we're on the cusp of that learning journey.
Sure.
You know, we're nowhere near it yet, but we will be soon.
Sure.
Yeah, so we're really looking for. I mean, Secret Spaces to me is the perfect sort of venue for that, because it's like a secret space, isn't it?
It is, indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
Indeed.
And it needs to be in a home to some degree, if that makes sense, like a secret space, and it's lovely. I think it's got so many potential avenues. It's just which avenues are going to be.
Well, I'll say we're very excited to be working with you, and looking forward to sending inquiries your way, because I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful, iconic trailer, and what you've done with it is superb. It really does have that wow when you walk in. I've been fortunate enough to see it. So
thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining me today, Andy, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad you're sharing the journey with us.
Me too.